Break. This might seem like a potential blowout, but anything can happen in this NBA.
Kevin, we see upsets happen all the time. It's what makes the sport great. You can't take any team or game for granted.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Down on the block, it's Johnson with Claxton. D'Angelo Russell out there with Thomas. And it's Williams at the small forward. 6 on the shot clock. It's tipped, taken away by Williams. And now here comes Williams leading the break. It's rebounded by Towns. Claxton with the steal. And Claxton throws it down.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
And Nicholas Claxton gets the whistle that time.
First team foul.
That's his first foul. And there's the foul. It's on Cameron Johnson. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Bridges against Russell. Bridges kicks to Towns. And the 3 off target.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
We know, Doris, that Towns might already be one of the best shooting bigs ever.
Well, Kevin, he flat stated and called himself the best shooting big of all time. He has an argument because not only has he shot the ball incredibly well from deep, even as his volume has gone up, his efficiency stays the same. This is a gifted offensive post player.
Johnson, the pass to Claxton. Russell with a wide open look. No good on the triple. And here's Towns. Anunoby outside. Towns sets the pick for Anunoby. Pass to Hart. 3-pointer. Rebounded by the Nets. And now Williams running the foul. That was something else.
Assist foul.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skill to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. Here's Achua. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
Now, here is Russell. Here's Williams. And Mikal Bridges pulls it down. New York's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Achua kicks to Hart. Can't tie it up as that one misses. And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Nets. And he drives in. It's good.
Boy, the speed of Russell can take you aback. This guy's so good at using it to take the defense apart on the drive.
The recent history of the Nets. You know, Greg, they're always looking for a big splash or a quick fix to be competitive.
And Kevin, this franchise has sold its future more than a few times, but they always find a way to bounce back. You hope they don't go for a quick fix with this group.
It's the Nets now. The Knicks making the shot. Cranes the 3-pointer. Williams has got 5 now.
What are you going to do defensively? Such separation with the height advantage in that matchup.
Thomas against Anunoby. Pass to Hart. This one for 3. Buries the long-range jumper.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Anunoby, no good.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
To the paint. And Claxton throws it down.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Now, here's Anunoby. Scoreless thus far. And he says, right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
The ultimate glue player, Josh Hart. Doris, he plays way bigger than his listed 6'4" height.
I'm going to be honest with you, Kevin. This is the best rebounding guard I've ever seen in my career covering the NBA. Let's remember, he won a national title in college. He's willing to do absolutely anything to help his team win. You want this guy on your side.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right, and wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness, the D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Here's Achua. He can't get that one. Good defense by Claxton. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. It's Thomas outside. It's not going to go for him. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Nets lead by 5. And we'll get the set. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
Achua is out there with Hart. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Bridges in at the 1. That's the 5 for New York right now. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, as always with Tom Thibodeau teams, they are level-headed. He said of his Knicks, we want guys to sacrifice and put the team first, but there has to be that belief. When your best players have it, your entire team ends up having it. We know if we stay disciplined, we'll have a chance to win. Kevin?
A very good chance, D.A. Thank you. Achua, the pass to Bridges. Here's the 3. They get the rebound. Pass to Hart. There's the 3. No good. He has missed 3 of his 5 attempts this game. Johnson with it. Hart covering. Here's Claxton. Lays it up and banks it in. Claxton's got 6.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
Next foul, Zaire Williams. First personal foul. First team foul.
Bridges against Russell. Towns a screen on Russell. Bridges kicks to Hart. 5 to shoot. Greg, every year injuries are a huge factor in shaping the title race. And I'm guessing that teams should probably put more of a premium on durability. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, I think all GMs take that into account. A team wants to be confident it'll have a stable roster over the course of a long season.
Outside, Towns. Anunoby outside. Back to Towns. Bridges, no one around him. Good, and as this goes to Towns. 5 points in the game.
You've got to be aware and stay attached to Mikal Bridges beyond that arc. This guy's dangerous as a shooter.
Hart against Williams. From 13, it's rebounded by New York. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. And Cameron Thomas picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
No foul. Second team foul.
Bridges deciding where to go with it. And Cameron Thomas picks up the foul. That's his third foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Bridges against Russell. Outside, Towns. 6 to shoot. Here's Bridges. They get it back. YUREMBO, the pass to Bridges. And taken away by Johnson. Outside, Russell. Claxton sets the screen for Russell. Good on the baseline, Jay. Russell's got 4 points this quarter. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Brooklyn.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Johnson for 3. It's rebounded by New York. Bridges got rebound number 5 here tonight. Doris, when you think of Mikal Bridges, what comes to mind?
The fact that he is available almost every single night, that you can count on him to bring great defensive intensity. He's become a legitimate threat from three-point territory, and now all of a sudden he's adding some ball skills. Mikal Bridges gets better every single year.
Knicks trail by 5. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Towns, a screen on Williams. Here's Hart, and the layup's good off the glass. Hart's got 8.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Russell. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Towns has got 4 rebounds now tonight. YUREMBO kicks to Anunoby. Towns sets the pick for Anunoby. And stolen by Russell.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Well, it's amazing. If you finish quarters the right way, it can have such a great impact on the outcome of a game.
That's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Bridges. He's got 5. Pass to Towns. Here's YUREMBO. What a play. Simply trains it in at the buzzer.
And a huge 3 there to chop the lead down as we go into the break. Still anyone's game.
And a close game so far through the first 2. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
At the end of the first half with the score, the Knicks 23, the Nets 25. Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll!
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at D'Angelo Russell. What a contribution.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
Starting off the second half, here's Jordy Fernandez's 5. Sharp out there with Trendon Watford. Then it's DeAnthony Melton. Then it's Johnson, and it's Wilson in at the 3 slot.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Johnson against Brunson. Pass to Watford. And slam dunk by Watford.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Jalen Brunson is a very cerebral player. He says he focuses on the little things. The attention to detail has made the game a lot easier. I know what I'm capable of. So as long as I keep working on my craft, keep the same mindset, only good things are going to happen for me. Kevin, back to you.
Good stuff, David. Amazing how far he has come. We appreciate the report. And it's Sharp missing. Knicks trail by 6. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Robinson a screen on Melton. Wilson grabs the board. The Nets have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Well, Greg, the Knicks have certainly brought Coke back to the city of New York.
And it's been fun to watch. The fans are rallying behind this team. And it's not just because they're winning. It's the way they're winning. They play with heart and hustle.
Johnson with it. Johnson on him. And it's blocked. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Brunson. The rebound by Sharp. Nets leading by 10. A floater. And that one is off. For New York, they've gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker at the break. Here's McBride. He's guarded by Melton. And McBride gets it to go. McBride's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Johnson outside.
35-28. 2 minutes remaining in the third.
1:52 left in the third quarter of the game. Screen by Watford. Johnson can't get it to go. Knicks trail by 7. Payne passes to Brunson. Brunson stays agile and finds his opening inside.
Yeah, don't be fooled by the height, guys. Brunson is a terrific finisher inside.
Here's Johnson. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. And it goes down 2 points.
Wilson.
And the Nets lead by 7.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
Here's McBride. And that one is hammered home.
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. Screen by Watford. Melton passes to Sharp. Misses the 3. Clock management. This is where they can get a 2 for 1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
Knocked away. Melton with the steal. And slam dunk by Watford.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
And stolen by Payne. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Tucker dishes to Payne. And Brunson has it in the corner. Pocket 6. Here's McBride. He takes it in. Sensational block.
Brooklyn ball.
Stolen by Robinson. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And we've got more M2. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. They've got Hart. Achua is out there with Towns. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Bridges in at the point. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Here's Watford. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bridges. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets.
On the court.
Thomas, it's a wide open look. Shot is good off the back rim and in. And the Nets lead by 9.
I love the efficiency he's playing with tonight. Not scoring as much as usual, but he's been effective and they're winning.
Towns sets the pick for Anunoby. It's Hart on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Towns a screen on Williams. And it's Hart penetrating.
Now, I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that far.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
Claxton sets the screen for Thomas. Off target from outside.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Bridges inside. Johnson on him. It's Hart on the wing. And the rejection by Claxton. That's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Bridges for 3.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Russell against Bridges. And it's Russell missing. Knicks trail by 7. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Don't sleep on the foot speed of Karl Anthony Towns. He's a factor in transition.
To the inside. And Claxton throws it down.
Reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. Power down with both hands.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Johnson with a screen on Anunoby. Kicks it out to Johnson. And there's the foul. He'll go on Josh Hart. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Kicks it out to Johnson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Nets need to get a shot off here. And Claxton throws it down.
You can see why they go to this guy so often. More often than not, he's going to be very efficient like he is right here.
Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far.
2 minutes remaining.
Thomas against Anunoby.
2 minutes.
Pass to Towns. And a miss there on the triple.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3-ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him. A fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is. We see it very clearly. Also inside. Defended by Bridges. Johnson outside. Pass to Williams. Shoots. It's rebounded by New York. Towns has got 7 rebounds in the game. And Hart has it in the corner. A 3-pointer off the mark. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. And finished off by Williams.
What you love about D'Angelo Russell, he can impact winning with both his scoring and his passing.
Achua, it's good.
Well, so great when your offense produces a shot that close to the rim. The rest of the work becomes easier.
Johnson, a wide open look. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Johnson's got the lead up to 10 now for the Nets.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Towns sets the pick for Anunoby. Outside, Towns. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Williams with a clean look. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
Well, they knew it would be a hostile environment, and they rose to the challenge.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group
For this Tuesday edition, a look at the opening lineup for Washington. Bilal Coulibaly out there with Marcus Smart. Then there's Sarr, then it's Chris Middleton, and it's George in at the power forward. And for the Knicks, Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Achua. Then it's Mikal Bridges, then it's OG Anunoby, and it's Hart in at the 3, the small forward. You know, on paper, this looks like a lopsided matchup, but anything can happen in the NBA, Grant.
That is the truth. That's why they play the games. One guy gets hot, a team gets cold. That's all it takes to swing the entire outcome of a game.
And New York has possession. Following the bucket by the Wizards. Kicks it out Towns. Back to Bridges. Six on the shot clock. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by George. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Tom Thibodeau gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. A big topic of conversation, Chris Middleton. Coach said Middleton is an incredible shooter. He said we cannot let him get comfortable. Shoot it directly off passes. Our goal, run Chris off that three-point line. Chris Middleton, hard to stop. Guys.
Thank you for that, Allie. Now here's Anunoby. Towns on a screen. Here's Anunoby. Smart with the defensive effort. Well, Grant, one thing about this Knicks team, they have a clear identity.
Yeah, they have the mentality of their city, New York City, playing the game with passion and in-your-face attitude. And, of course, these Knicks leave it all out on the floor.
Here's Bridges. Following the score by Washington. Achua passes to Anunoby. Back to Achua. He takes it in. Achua with the dunk.
Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying? Middleton looking around. Down low. There's a screen. Pass to Sarr. The Wizards need to get off a shot here from the stripe. Middleton, no good. For New York, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. Towns, a screen on Middleton. Hart passes to Bridges. Outside Achua. Bridges against Smart. Bridges down low. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks. Whoop, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes play. Pass to Smart. The 3 is up. The Knicks pull it in. Outside Hart. Achua with a screen. Let's go with a 3. They get it back. Here's Towns. Hart from long range. And another shot. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
And at nearly 7 feet tall, you don't expect Towns to do some of the things he does, like drain threes and make savvy passes. But he's a modern big man.
Offensively, Karl Anthony Towns is one of the most well-rounded big men in the league, Grant.
Yeah, maybe in league history, B.A. He's an elite three-point shooter, post scorer, and his passing is severely underrated. The Frenchman, s'il vous plaît. Taking flight, you gotta like Sarr.
Smart against Bridges. Pass to Achua. To the inside. Clock at 6. Out to Bridges. Out to the right wing. Puts up a three. Achua can't hit. The Wizards with a lead. Here's George. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on OG Anunoby. Bradley Beal trade. Washington made it clear they were going in a new direction, Brent.
Yeah, it felt like the Wizards were stuck in the Delaware just a little bit. They won 34 or 35 games for 3 straight seasons, and trading away Bradley Beal was an admittance to, hey, we've got to start over. We've got to do something, get some younger players in here on the roster and give us some flexibility. The future is now for the Washington Wizards.
And that's what makes Towns so dangerous offensively. He's a threat even when he's playing off the ball.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. The Knicks, one of the top defensive teams in the league, and it starts in the paint. Coach Tom Thibodeau said, quote, "We've prided ourselves on having a tight shell. We've got great rim protection, guys who take charges, and we're aggressive on the ball. Guys, great defense has always been Tibbs' MO."
And nothing has changed now. Thanks, Allie. Now here's Towns. Hart with a screen on George. Achua passes to Hart. Back to Achua. Pass to Anunoby. And here's Hart. Here's Towns. And it's New York scoring again.
Yeah, 6'11", 250 pounds. Towns is such a tough guy to keep off the glass.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Middleton passes to Sarr. That's good. And so Middleton with the assist. Sarr's got 7 points in the game.
Does so much out there to stretch out the defense when he's out on the perimeter, and he drains the triple.
Count it.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
There's 6 seconds left in the first. George, a screen on Bridges. Smart for three. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. It's Washington. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And what do you think about how the Wizards are doing here?
They are looking engaged so far, especially on offense.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
On the court right now for the Wizards. George out there with Chris Middleton. Then there's Bilal Coulibaly. Then there's Marcus Smart. And it's Sarr in at the 5, roaming the paint. Back to Achua. Shot clock at 6. Kicks it out Towns. Here's the 3. His 4th make in 5 tries. Solid start for him.
A fantastic three-point shooter. You gotta guard Towns from the corners especially.
Here's Sarr. And that one is stuffed right through.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Now here's Bridges. Still without a bucket. And Marcus Smart picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Tries to keep it alive. Towns passes to Achua. Towns on a screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Bridges. Rejected by George. And the basket by Towns. And it's Wizards ball. Middleton with it. And Bridges picks him up defensively. The open shot by Middleton. And again, it's Washington converting. Here's Bridges. And as Chris Middleton has gotten older, Brent, he's had to battle a number of injuries.
Yeah, no doubt this is what happens to an aging player. And for Middleton, they seem to just be compounding. The tough thing for the squad that he plays with is just how reliable and important he's been in the biggest moments. So he gives them confidence. He needs to find it back in his own body.
Now here's Coulibaly. Off the mark there with a 3. Bridges against Smart. Bridges outside. Towns finds Bridges. Towns is screen on Smart. 3-pointer, Bridges. Buries it from 3. Bridges has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Middleton with it. And Bridges picks him up defensively. Smart for three. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Achua with a screen on Smart. Hart goes in. Outside Achua. High post Towns. Towns a screen on Smart. Kicks it out Towns. Lets the three fly. Rebound by Middleton.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost
Middleton.
Outstanding energy from Smart. I mean, pushing himself to get up the floor.
Now here's Bridges.
2 minutes remaining.
Inside.
2 minutes.
Pass to Hart. Out of bounds. It'll be Wizards ball.
Wizards ball.
Washington has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. George a screen on Hart. Here's Sarr. Fires from deep. And that comes off the assist by Middleton.
3 points.
Middleton's got 4 assists now tonight. Well, despite the effort to create super teams, the league has a lot of parity right now, Grant.
It really does, and I like it. It's not quite like the 80s Celtics and Lakers or the 90s Bulls, partly because of the salary cap. It's so hard to pay more than 2, maybe 3 stars at a time.
Achua can't hit. Washington leading by 5. It's Smart on the wing. Three-pointer, no good. For New York, they've gotten only 3 of 9 attempts to fall in the second. Anunoby against George. George with a steal. Now the Wizards in transition. Middleton, left side. Pass to Sarr. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by New York. Achua's got 4 rebounds now. Outside Hart. To the wing, right side. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Towns driving to the basket.
And what a luxury to have a big man who can score like Towns. He's been unstoppable here.
20.
Bridges against Smart. Down low. And George gets it to go on the assist from Smart.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Here's Bridges. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Wizards out in front. They lead by 5. Appreciate it, Allie. And we'll be coming right back after this break. Ready for the third quarter. And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, Karl Anthony Towns has been exceptional here, guys.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
You're just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
When the Knicks are having a good season, it is amazing how excited their fans get, Brent.
Well, it's been generations, BA, that have been salivating for this franchise to get back to its winning ways. The last championship came in 1973, so as a fan, you can't help but get fired up when there's a chance at a title run.
They've got Jalen Brunson. Miles McBride is out there with P.J. Tucker. Then there's Mitchell Robinson. And it's Payne in at the 2. That's Tom Thibodeau's 5 as we get going in the second half.
22.
Brogdon against Payne. Watch out! Brogdon coming through!
A good job of getting inside. Brogdon finds a way to get 2 more.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jordan Poole. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
And it's the Knicks with the ball, trailing by 5. Outside Tucker. Outside McBride. There's the triple. They grab their own miss. Robinson goes up again to the wing on the left. Outside McBride. Tucker with a screen on Brogdon. 6 to shoot. Outside Tucker. It's stolen by Brogdon.
And it's pretty simple. I mean, once you leave your feet, you leave yourself with very few options.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Free throw good. Poole.
And if you watch Poole enough, you're really going to appreciate that he can get it done in so many ways on the offensive end.
Poole gets it in close.
They're locked in and focused on making each possession a success.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down. The game is fully in their control.
Robinson, a screen on Poole. Here's Brunson. Brunson slicing and dicing.
Brunson making the right call. The pick and roll gets him totally set up.
Brent, everyone loves an underdog story, and there's few better than that of Jalen Brunson.
Yeah, this kid falling into the second round and all the perception around whether or not he was big enough or can he shoot the ball, is he athletic enough? This guy has continued to work hard every year and turn himself into an all-star and an all-NBA player.
Brunson rushes in, tipped, and it's out of bounds to the Knicks. New York will retain possession. And here are the Knicks now. 6-point game, just 4 to shoot. It's rebounded by Washington. Kispert outside. This one for 3. It's hauled in by Robinson. Robinson's got 4 rebounds now. Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Screen by Robinson. Tucker drives it in. And the basket is good.
Tucker could not get to the rim, so why not? The floater.
Wizards leading by 4. Pass to Holmes. He puts up a 3. Knocks down the triple. Holmes has got his first 3 points of the game. For New York, they've gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Screen by Robinson. McBride passes to Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
Robinson is very fluid as a big, and he comes off that pick ready to shoot.
Poole against Brunson. Pass to Holmes. Oh, it's Holmes with the big jam.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man, and he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Outside Tucker. Poole against Brunson. Robinson, a screen on Poole. Here's Brunson. Sneaking inside. It's Brunson.
Something about Brunson on the drive. He's just so fiery with the ball. Nothing's going to get in his way.
And the whistle blows on a backcourt violation. Went over and back.
Knicks ball.
A minute 4 left to play in the third quarter here. Robinson, a screen on Poole. Brunson taking his time here. And there's the drive. And that one's good. And now just a 3-point Washington lead.
Brunson, one of those players that's just not going to be denied, determined to convert inside, and he does.
And there's the screen. Poole up top. Brunson defending. Clock at 6. Poole against Brunson. Shoots it from the corner. And again, it's Washington converting.
This is such an evolving part of what Rashawn brings to the game. Nice to see him knock down a J.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. And Brunson, here we go. And he gets the bucket. Brunson's got 10 points here in the second half.
such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Brogdon from outside. From deep. Brogdon!
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
And that'll do it for the third quarter. It's Washington up by 6. And time for a short break. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter on the court for the Wizards. Marcus Smart out there with Bilal Coulibaly. Then it's Chris Middleton. Then there's George. And it's Sarr in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And it's Brunson missing. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
A new lineup here for New York. George, a screen on Hart. Three-pointer is up. Middleton. And it's New York with a rebound. Towns has got 5 rebounds in the game. Anunoby passes to Hart. Towns outside. Achua with a screen. And the basket by Towns.
Look at Towns asserting himself inside. He knows he can muscle his way to a shot anytime.
Pass to Sarr. There's the 3. Offensive rebound. Knicks trail by 6. Outside Hart. Achua with a screen on Middleton. It's Bridges on the wing. Beyond the arc. Sarr pulls it in. Washington's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. The offensive rebound. For New York, they've gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Towns a screen on Middleton. Out to Bridges. Towns outside from behind the arc. And so the ball out of bounds. Smart touched it last. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Here's Bridges. Outside Hart. Tries yet again.
Chris Middleton can guard multiple positions out there, and his defensive effort solid on that play.
Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. Middleton's got 4 points now in the quarter.
He's pouring it on at a nice clip, and the rest of the team is stepping up as well.
Ball stolen. Now the Wizards in transition. Here's Sarr. He's covered by Hart. Sarr passes to George. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And so it's Hart with it. He brings it up for the Knicks. Trailing by 8. Achua with a screen on Smart. Three-pointer Bridges. And the Knicks miss again.
I understand why he took the shot. They need the points, but that's just not a good look. This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
It's Hart on the wing. Middleton covering. Shot clock at 5. Towns a screen on Smart. Kicks it out Towns. And again, the Knicks missing. Wizards leading by 11. Middleton outside. George a screen on Hart. Here's Middleton. Achua with a rebound. Achua's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Hart from long range hits the three-pointer. Hart's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game.
Yeah, making the smart pass there. I mean, Bridges doesn't just hold the ball.
Hard against Middleton. The shot won't fall. New York, they're working against the clock now. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth. Towns passes to Bridges. Towns on a screen. Pass to Bridges. Fires the three. Rebound Washington. They've led by as many as 11. Here's Coulibaly. From down in the low post, it goes.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
Smart looking around. Fires for three. Knocks down the long J. And the Wizards lead by 13.
Set it up perfectly. I mean, Smart recognized the soft coverage and took it himself.
And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.
Focused indeed. I mean, it takes a strong mental approach to block out the distractions. These guys.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll do it, folks. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Brent Barry.
certainly, Greg, some terrific young talent on display here tonight.
Yeah, and Kevin, who's got next? I mean, some gifted players here answering in the affirmative.
And now Washington's starting group. Smart is out there with Koulibaly. Then it's George. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Sarr in at the 5. Now Russell. After Marcus Smart missing on that last three-pointer. And the shot goes in.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You'll gladly take those.
Nice shot by Smart.
Look, we know Marcus Smart wants to get in close and get that high percentage finish.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. So it's the Wizards now. And here's George for 3. A rebound by the Nets. Johnson outside. It's Claxton high post. Three-pointer. And there's Johnson. That's good. On the assist by Claxton.
Beautiful stroke from Johnson, even on the quick shot.
And if you listen to Cam Johnson talk about shooting, my goodness, RJ, he is a student of the game.
Studies a lot of different shooters, constantly analyzing his own footwork. And you know what? The result speaks for themselves.
And here's Russell following the three-pointer by Chris Middleton. Here's Williams. And Chris Middleton pulls it down.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here is Russell. Johnson outside. Takes the 3. Rebounded by Smart. For Washington, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And George gets it to go.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
And good that time.
An active competitor, Russell won't go down without a fight, especially around the rim.
Smart against Russell. Puts it up and stolen by Russell. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. And Williams with the stuff.
Nice pass by Cam Johnson, keeping his eyes up, letting things unfold.
Now here's Smart. Driving to the basket.
Nets foul. Zaire Williams. First personal foul. First team foul.
We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Really left alone that time. Smart's got 5 points so far.
Look, and when Marcus Smart is hitting from deep, it really makes a difference in this offense. It becomes so much more dynamic.
Now here's Thomas. Over in the corner, Williams. 6 to shoot. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Well, they're off to a good start getting it inside and scoring at close range. Solid fundamentals so far in this one.
And another thing Coach will be thrilled with, the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities. Now that's where you like your shots to come from.
You know, the hopes of a super team in Brooklyn did not come to fruition at all, Richard, and you saw it firsthand.
Thank you for reminding me of that, Kevin. Yes, I had a front row view to it. And look, from a fan's perspective, it's a tough take. The team brings in some of the biggest stars this league has ever seen. You are thinking championship, and you never got close.
Now here's Johnson. Fires from way outside, from beyond the arc, and then some. Johnson's got a couple of threes now in the first for Brooklyn. Here's Middleton. Drives to the hoop.
And you overplay Middleton to shoot the J. This is what he can do.
Thomas deciding where to go with it. Kicks it out to Johnson. Launches a three. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Middleton. Pass to George. Middleton outside. Back to George. Over Williams. And it's George missing. And it's Thomas with the ball. He brings it up for the Nets. They lead by 4. The offensive rebound. Here's Claxton. Thomas passes to Johnson. No good from outside. It's been all about Cameron Johnson for the Brooklyn Nets. We witnessed him delivering a series of three-pointers as he notched 3 total in the quarter. We've got more in store for you. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Nets, what do you guys think?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out the gate.
And as long as the threes are dropping, you've got to keep launching them.
So the Wizards 5 right now. Chris Middleton is out there with George. Then it's Sar. Then it's Koulibaly. And it's Smart in at the 1. Smart against Russell. Johnson outside. To the middle. Here's Claxton. That one misses. George with the defensive effort. Washington trailing. On the wing, Koulibaly. He has yet to score. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Kicks it out to Johnson. Back to Williams. There's the triple. Rebound by the Wizards. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. George passes to Middleton. Back to George. Pass to Middleton. Puts up a deep 3. Rebound by Williams. Nets have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. And a big part of perimeter defense, Greg, avoiding screens. What are some of the tricks of the trade in that regard?
Well, sometimes you have to get skinny. I mean, other times it's using your strength. A lot goes into it. Also, you know, getting a cadence for the screener. It's one of the more challenging aspects of NBA defense.
The Nets with the lead. Russell feeling it out a bit. Johnson with a screen on Smart. Here's Russell. And Sar pulls it down. Sar's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Smart misses. Brooklyn's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Johnson got a hand on it.
Great timing on the rejection there. This young kid, Sar, has major defensive potential.
A little too aggressive on that shot. He's not the guy they want shooting those tough threes.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Net shooting about 42% so far. When it comes to the league's most physical defenders, Richard, look no further than Marcus Smart.
Yeah, he's someone that has no problem sacrificing his body. Whether that's taking charges or diving after loose balls, he is relentless.
Middleton drives in. There's the killer two-handed slam.
And the urgency on Middleton's drive is terrific. The defense seems powerless to stop it.
And there's the foul. It's on Koulibaly. That is his first foul of the game. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Thomas kicks to Johnson. Back to Thomas. The Nets working the ball around now. Just 5 on the clock. There's Russell with the 3. And Chris Middleton pulls it down. Middleton's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Terrific job pushing the ball in transition. Marcus Smart coming away with an easy bucket.
Brooklyn trailing. Johnson outside. Pass to Claxton. Outside for Thomas. For the 3. The rebound by Middleton. Middleton's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
The correct decision by Middleton, moving to his wide-open teammate, Chris, a terrific passer off the wing.
Johnson outside. There's 42 seconds left here in the second, and stolen by Song. And there's the drive. It doesn't go for him. Good defense by Claxton. It's 2-on-1. Here's Johnson. It's deflected. Out of bounds. Washington takes possession. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. On offense, here are the Wizards. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Shot's good by Middleton. Middleton's got 9 points.
And with great positional size, Middleton knows how to do damage down low.
Pass to Watford. Three-pointer. Good on the triple. Watford's got himself on the board with 3 there. Gets it off. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Wizards lead by 3. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Get ready for the fans half-court shot drum. They're measuring up the shot.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. One of the stories here, Marcus Smart getting it done today.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
Watford out there with Wilson. Then it's DeAnthony Melton. Then it's Sharp. And it's Johnson in at the points. And that's the group for Jordi Fernandez as we begin the second half. And here's Poole for 3. The rebound by Watford. Nets trail by 3. GA, when it comes to the Wizards, they have a pretty spotty track record over the past decade.
Kevin, it's tough to get things right in the draft. Plus, they have just had poor lottery luck, only selecting higher than 8th once in the last decade. But they have passed on some superstar-level talent.
They set the screen. Here's Brogdon, and he jams it with authority.
Can't forget about Brogdon's leaping ability, more than capable of jamming it home.
Johnson against Poole. Johnson, the pass to Wilson. Back to Johnson. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Brogdon against Melton. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this. If the defense lets him inside, he will not hesitate. He'll gladly drop that thing right in the cup.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Kispert with the bucket.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Johnson down low, guarded by Poole. It's good, and the Washington lead is cut down to a single point after the basket from Johnson. Melton against Brogdon. Pass to Holmes. Rebounded by the Nets. Here's Wilson for the lead. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And last season's numbers show him at about an 83% clip, which is far better than most.
Brogdon against Melton. Brogdon with it. Count that bucket. Brogdon's got 6.
That's just hard to stop. When Brogdon is making these kind of shots, you know he's feeling it.
Third quarter.
Johnson down low. The rebound by Champagnie. For Washington, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Here's Holmes, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Off with the layup. Wizards have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Here's Brogdon. Good work there as it goes. Now it's a 4-point Wizards lead.
Brogdon with the smooth finish inside. His game is so polished.
Johnson, the pass to Wilson. Kicks it out to Johnson. Takes the 13-footer. Shot clock at 6. And Brogdon with a clear path to the rack. Oh!
Wow. Goodness, man.
Boom, he jams it straight down.
That play is a great example of why Brogdon is so coveted around the league. He brings value on both ends.
Sharp finds Johnson. And he converts the layup. Johnson's got 8 here in the quarter.
I just love when teams make it work down low.
Brogdon scanning the floor. We've got 28 seconds left to play in the third. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
And basketball. Substitutions on the court.
Smart against Russell. He gets that one. And here's Smart. Sarr sets the screen for Smart. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Washington out in front, up 2. And we've got more action coming your way after. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard on the pass right on the money.
He'll be proud of that one. Bigs love when their passing skills are noticed.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Fourth quarter on the court for the Wizards. We've got George. Koulibaly is out there with Smart. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Sarr in at the center position. Johnson with a screen on Smart. Russell kicks to Williams. Back to Russell. Just 5 to shoot. Johnson outside. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. For the finish. And it's George finishing it off.
It really helps their team so much with Middleton's passing with effectiveness, and it helps him out as a scorer. He's that much harder to defend.
First team foul.
Johnson outside. Claxton a screen on George. Johnson from outside. Rebound by the Wizards. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. Outside, Smart. George sets a screen for Smart. Off target with his three. Nets trail by 4. Russell left side. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Basket counts.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for him.
Smart against Russell. Sarr sets the screen for Smart. In the corner, it's Koulibaly. 6 to shoot. Fires the three. Brooklyn with the rebound. Claxton's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And the foul on Marcus Smart. That is his first foul of the game. Now Russell. Johnson with a screen on Smart. That ties the game. Russell's got 4 this quarter.
And, you know, we talk about feel and reading the situation. Russell gets an opening there and does not flinch.
To the left side wing. Here's Sarr. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Middleton's got 5 assists in the game. Smart against Russell. Johnson sets the screen for Russell. And he finishes nicely on the way. Russell's got it all tied up now for the Nets.
Yeah, you want the momentum on your side, and Russell showing you how it's done.
George with the screen on Russell. George passes to Smart. Claxton with the steal. Johnson surveying the floor. Another one falls for Brooklyn. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Nets.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
And another thing, guys, they dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game. And the pressure just doesn't get to Middleton. In fact, he embraces it, loves the opportunity to take the big shot.
Johnson against George. 5 on the clock. It's deflected and stolen by Sarr. And there's the foul. It's on Cameron Johnson. That's his first foul. For Washington, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter.
First personal foul. Team second.
He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2.
Now, Marcus Smart is the pulse of the team. He plays with passion and does whatever his team needs from him.
Well, they should be looking at a 3-point lead. Hopefully for them, that miss won't cost them.
Claxton sets the screen for Johnson. From outside the arc, knocks down the 3-ball. Johnson's got 5 points now this quarter.
This is how lethal a scorer Johnson can be. Keep feeding that beast.
Sarr sets the screen for Smart. Out to the right wing. Sarr with it. Russell's there.
Nice work there to get a body, seal off his man, and collect the glass. That is textbook.
Williams against Smart. Williams scanning the floor. Shot clock at 5. Here's Claxton. Got it.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. Turning here to our analysts, what factors, guys, come to your mind?
And if you can get a three, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick two and a foul.
Yeah, time is the enemy at this point, so I think I'd go for the tie and avoid playing the foul game.
Middleton against Williams. Middleton dishes to George. Buries the triple. And oh, that was an enormous three-pointer. And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. Here is Russell. And the foul on Marcus Smart. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Russell, out of bounds. Washington takes possession.
Oh, I see. Picking the worst time to lose control. This is why patience is the key in big moments, people.
And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. Live from... Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this one. Now here's Smart. Down on the block. It's Johnson with Claxton. Russell is out there with Thomas. And it's Williams at the three. And Johnson with the stop.
It really seems like everyone in the league can elevate these days. And Johnson, well, he's no exception.
Williams against Middleton. And they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
Great to see Middleton producing like this. You can tell he loves to be a factor in his team's success.
Williams against Middleton. Williams, a screen on George. And there's Johnson outside. Rebounded by the Wizards. Middleton's got his second rebound here tonight. And it's George missing. Net shooting certainly a key for them in this one. 55% from the field. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And they're pushing it up. Middleton outside. And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Smart deciding where to go with it. Just 5 on the clock. George with the screen on Johnson. Offensive rebound. Middleton outside. Oh, and they take the lead. And the Wizards lead by 2.
And just about every one of Middleton's shots is a smart one. Even from mid-range, he's not going to force anything.
And the foul on Marcus Smart. That's his third foul of the game. 15. And stolen by Song. Here's Smart. Drops in the breakaway layup. And it's a 4-point Wizards lead.
He's played in so many big games in his career. Marcus Smart is locked in for that big moment.
Pass to Williams. Now Johnson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. A 3-ball. Excellent D there from George. All alone. And George with the stuff.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
And again, Washington running the court in transition. Outside, Smart. Over Russell. It's hauled in by Claxton. From deep three-point territory. And so Washington takes the win. They had to scrape and claw to push it to overtime, but they really came on in the extra period.
What a
basketball.
Oh, yes, they are. I mean, it'll be a battle down low. Boxing out is vital, and second chance points may just decide this game.
And here's the starting group for the New York Knicks. Precious Achiuwa is out there with Josh Hart. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Bridges in at the point guard position. Now here's Hart. 5 to shoot. Back to Bridges. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Such a smart offensive player. Mikal Bridges assertive and focused when he gets this close.
And Claxton throws it down.
And he's playing the game with a certain flair right now.
Oh, he caps off the move with a little hang time on the rim. Russell against Bridges. Kicks it out, Towns. From deep three-point land. Claxton with a rebound.
Both sides going at it. Classic good offense, first good defense.
Well, Grant, all the high hopes Knicks fans have had in recent years, they have finally come to fruition.
Yeah, it really was good to see the Knicks have a great campaign last year. From the players to the coaches to the front office and the fans. They've pressed all the right buttons.
Here's Hart following the bucket by the Nets. Pass to Bridges. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Now here's Russell. Back to Thomas. Out to the wing. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Bridges, right side. Pass to Hart. Williams grabs the board.
And it didn't fall, but still a great look.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
They set the pick. Shot clock at 6. Shoots from the baseline. And the shot no good. A bit short. The Knicks have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Here's Hart into the lane. And stolen by Williams. And pushing it up the floor. Here comes Brooklyn. And Williams punches it home.
How about the big guy attacking the rim? The throwdowns are loud and emphatic.
The ball's knocked loose. All by himself. He's all alone. And Williams punches it home.
Showing improvement on the defensive end. D'Angelo Russell using his speed to get after steals.
Here's Anunoby. Soft touch off the glass.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
And so it's Russell who brings up the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. Doris, OG Anunoby helped the Raptors so much on their title run in 2019.
Yeah, the hard part is he was never able to suit up for the NBA Finals. To get through the season and then have an injury at that point, heartbreaking for a player. But consider, he's the first UK-born player to win an NBA title, and that cannot be taken away.
You know, Grant, with the Nets, there was so much optimism just a few years back.
And it was just too bad to see things go south. It's a reminder that nothing is as easy as it seems in the NBA. Even with a superstar roster, things don't always work out.
And there's the foul. It's on D'Angelo Russell. That's his first foul of the game. And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Bridges against Johnson. Clock at 4. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
Yeah, nimble play by Bridges inside, navigating the contact and getting to his finish.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Nick Claxton, despite his relatively slender frame, is a hard-nosed defender. He said, "I bow down to no one. Every time I step on the court, I always have that chip on my shoulder. That's just the fiery competitor that I am. At the end of the day, I know what I'll hang my hat on, the defensive side of the ball." Brian?
Okay, Allie, thanks for that. Now here's Hart. Still no points. Achua inside, covered by Johnson. Shot's good by Hart.
And just sinks it over the taller defender. That's why you have to crowd shooters on the perimeter.
Today's player is not intimidated by size. You even give them a sliver of a window, and they're going to make that shot.
The officials were right on top of that one.
It's his first trip to the line.
2 seconds.
That one's off.
At the line, Nicholas Claxton. At the line.
And no luck at the stripe this time. Second one won't fall. The Knicks with the lead. No question, this offense has some firepower.
And they're looking very confident in all that they're doing right now.
Thomas outside. To the paint. Oh, stolen by Anunoby. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. It's the Knicks leading by... Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Knicks.
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
So on the floor for New York, we've got OG Anunoby. Josh Hart is out there with Precious Achua. Then it's Mikal Bridges, and it's Towns in at the 5.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there, just takes his 2 points, moves on. Out to Bridges. Over to the left wing. Back to Anunoby. Shot clock at 2. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks. Towns can't get it to go. The Nets with the lead. Claxton against Anunoby. Outside Johnson. Claxton a screen on Achua. Johnson passes to Claxton. And it's New York with a rebound. Achua's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Anunoby. Russell against Bridges. Brooklyn pulls it in. Tries the spin move. Johnson finds Claxton. Out left to the wing. Outside Johnson. Claxton a screen on Achua. To the middle. And Claxton throws it down.
Did you see that? Look at the elevation on that dunk, B.A.
Man, he just cocked it back and fired it down with one hand. Or someone who plays within himself. Nick Claxton knows what his team wants from him.
There's real value in a player understanding his role, and that's Nick Claxton. Sprint the floor, rebound, rim protect. He knows who he is and what puts him on the floor.
Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Well, guys, early on, they're driving the lane constantly, using their quickness to gain an advantage. Look at their points off penetration.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
Here's Williams. Nice D from Bridges.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Here's Claxton. Russell to pass to Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
And sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here, hanging up there like that. Anunoby for 3. Brooklyn pulls it in. Thomas drives in, and the dunk to finish it off. Oh, beauty.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Up top, Johnson. Achua defending. Screen by Claxton. Throws it up high. Russell finds Claxton. Oh, it's blocked by Towns.
Tremendous work defensively from Towns. His teammates love to see him send that thing back.
Bridges against Russell. And Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
And we've got 1:18 left in the first half of this game. Doris, it's hard to believe the Knicks title drought has gone on for over 50 years now.
Oh, that fan base is just dying for an opportunity to win the championship. And here's the thing, B.A. What I love about that fan base, through all the years where the Knicks struggled, on any given night, that building is as electric as any in the league.
Russell to pass to Thomas. Off target with the three.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Achua with a screen on Williams. Hart passes to Achua. Out of bounds. It'll be Brooklyn's ball. A full line change here for Brooklyn.
Substitutions on the court.
There's 37 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Johnson passes to Wilson. Launches it. And Johnson is good for three. Johnson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
Well, that's a case where your teammates are showing trust in you, and he comes through with flying colors.
Bridges feeling it out a little bit. Towns, a screen on Johnson. Shot clock at 5. Bridges passes to Achua. Here's Towns. And it's good. But hang on here. The officials may want to take a look at it. We're not going to halftime just yet. The officials signaling that they are going to take a look at this replay.
While this call may not decide the game, you always prefer to get it right.
And the ruling is in. The call stands. No bucket. So no change in the score as we end the quarter.
Good move to review that.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break. Ready for the second half. And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books, one half to go. You look at Nicholas Claxton, what a contribution.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
Trendon Watford is out there with Sharp. Then there's Johnson, and it's Martin in at the 2-guard. And that's the group for Jordi Fernandez as we begin the second half. Brunson is doubled. Outside Tucker. Driving in. Second chance shot. And there's a nice layup by Robinson. Robinson's gotten his first basket of the night.
Yeah, Mitchell Robinson, if you fail to get a body on him, he will go to the offensive glass and make you pay.
Johnson passes to Sharp. To the paint. And stolen by Brunson. Here's McBride. No good on the 3. Brooklyn leading by 8. The hard work that Brunson has put in over the years, it really shows in his game, Doris.
I'll tell you this about Jalen Brunson. As his coach likes to say, he may not pass the eye test, but he passes the win test. Unbelievable footwork, fundamentals, and a clutch gene. Love Jalen Brunson's game.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Payne to pass to Brunson. Pass to McBride. Outside Payne. Lets it go from the wing. Rebounded by Johnson. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for Brooklyn. 10-point lead. This is their biggest of the game. Wilson. No good with the triple. The Knicks have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. And here's Robinson. Fires it. New York again can't hit.
I don't know if you can credit the defense for that. It was just a missed opportunity.
Martin, the pass to Sharp. Back to Martin. Pass to Sharp. From downtown. And Tucker pulls it down.
Well, you can see why the defense dared him to shoot it. That's not really his spot.
Robinson with it. Outside Payne. Screen by Robinson. Payne, the pass to Robinson. And they pick up 2. Robinson's got his second basket of the night.
Well, Mitchell Robinson plays such a critical role for them on the interior. If he can consistently make these shots, what a weapon he is.
Sinks the tray. And the Nets lead by 11. Grant, there's a huge difference between talent on paper versus winning.
You're right, B.A., and it comes down to coaching, chemistry, and sacrifice. But I think the biggest thing is effort. All things being equal, the team that plays the hardest is going to win.
Boy, Jalen Brunson just reads what the defense concedes, and on that one, it's a drive.
Johnson against Brunson. Oh, powered down with both hands.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Brunson. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Doris, how about the evolution of Jalen Brunson's career from role player to star player?
Yeah, B.A., he begins his career as a backup point guard to the great Luka Doncic. But when given an opportunity to thrive without Luka in the playoffs, he did just that. Then he gets his own team and takes his game to an MVP level. Incredible evolution.
Sharp, no good. Knicks trail by 9. McBride passes to Tucker. And slam dunk by Tucker.
That's what you call an intimidating finish. Tucker's explosive leaping ability on full display, guys.
Just magnificent. I mean, he punishes the D for lackluster effort.
They look a little disorganized there, but the result is an emphatic jam.
Yeah, sometimes aggression can overcome certain offensive limitations. You saw it right there.
Pass to Wilson. Back to Johnson. There's 38 seconds left in the third. Sharp with it from the arc. Rebounded by Payne. Tucker with the ball, and Johnson picks him up defensively. The kick out to Brunson. Offline with a 3. Nets leading by 7. And he lays in the alley-oop pass.
The best way to get a clean look is with those quick hitters on the break.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Back to Brunson. Off target at the rim. And we've reached the end of the third. Brooklyn out in front, up 9. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. On the court right now for the Knicks. OG Anunoby out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Precious Achiuwa. And it's Hart in at the small forward position. Bridges with it. Claxton picks him up. Bridges misses. Brooklyn leading by 9. And he lobs it up. And then Russell with the dunk.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. Kicks it out, Towns. Jacks up a 3. Russell with the rebound.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Back to Claxton. And stolen by Bridges. And now the Knicks on the break. Achua with the dunk.
That was a really nice sequence there. Just strong effort at both ends of the floor.
And that's exactly what you can control, right? Your desire, your hustle, your will to succeed.
Here's Thomas. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show. In transition, here they come. Off target on the lob.
That's going up against a defense that knows your tendencies.
Hart finds Achua. Anunoby against Russell. 5 on the clock. Now here's Anunoby. Defense is right there. No good with a layup. Nets leading by 11. Here's Williams. Uneasy, too, on the layup.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Outside Hart. Towns, a screen on Williams. Back to Towns. Here's Anunoby. Over Thomas. New York again can't hit. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. Here's Johnson over Achua. And that's a foul called on OG Anunoby. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth.
The D feels like it's everywhere, and that pass should not have been made.
Towns a screen on Williams. Hart goes in. Anunoby on the wing. Gets the 3 to fall.
Don't give OG Anunoby too much space, boy. He will rise and fire in the catch-and-shoot game.
Down low. And Claxton throws it down.
Oh, just an artful little reverse slam.
Power and style. That was sweet. Bridges down low. Johnson on him. Johnson with the defensive effort. Brooklyn leading by 12. Thomas outside. The 3-ball. Drills it from deep.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Nets.
They had more assists and shot the ball more efficiently. Those things tend to go hand in hand.
And that's so true. Without a doubt, their ball movement was essential to winning this game.
And no question this was a team effort. But you have to love how big a night this was for Nicholas Claxton.
What a relentless scoring night for this guy. In attack mode all evening.
High post Claxton. Towns on him. Claxton passes to Johnson. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. And the Nets lead by 15.
When you see the score and how much time is left, you realize this game is just about over.
Well, you have to appreciate the hard work that went into building this lead. They have been terrific all night.
56 seconds left to play in the fourth. Towns for 3. Brooklyn pulls it in.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Claxton can't get it to go. Achua passes to Bridges. And stolen by Claxton. Inside. And Claxton throws it down.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
Outside Achua. Pass to Hart. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul.
It's on Nick Claxton. Free throw good. Hart.
For New York, Josh Hart, shooting 2.
And both free throws good for Hart. And Brooklyn with possession here. So we see the Nets taking the W here. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy. You saw their activity level go up. Just a tremendous performance.
Allie, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
You've got Achua. OG Anunoby is out there with Bridges. Then there's Towns, and it's Hart in at the 3. And for Washington, George is out there with Chris Middleton. Then it's Sarr. Then it's Koulibaly. And it's Smart in at the point guard position. And if you claim to be a basketball purist, and Greg, I know you do, one thing you gotta love watching is great ball movement.
Which is something both of these teams take pride in. It's always fun to watch guys be unselfish with the ball and look to make each other better.
And Anunoby, here we go. Smart against Anunoby. Smart passes to Sarr. And Sarr throws it down.
And at 7'1", Sarr makes dunking look easy. The defense has to push him further from the rim.
Here's Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
And that kind of defense ain't gonna get it done.
Gee, we don't see those kinds of dunks out of him all the time, but we know he's got it in him.
Well, any guy can throw it down against air defending him. Plenty of room, so not so amazing. What does amaze me, though, is that no one came over to contest the play.
Here's Hart, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Oh, a guy who loves attacking the rim. Hart putting some muscle on it.
You know, Brent, the Wizards had a very tough 23-24 campaign, didn't they?
Very difficult for everybody, their fans, their ownership, and their coaching staff, which changed last year. Just 15 wins, a record low for a very prideful Washington franchise. Their offense struggled. Their defense was 28th. On the bright side, a lot of minutes went to their younger players, so it's going to be another year of development in Washington.
Smart, wide open, he fires. And he's good on the 3-ball. Smart's got 5 points so far.
Well, Middleton right now staying aware of where his teammates are and hitting them when they're open.
The kick out to Towns. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And the foul called on OG Anunoby. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Middleton looking it over. Sarr sets the screen for Middleton.
Hart, such a tough competitor. He's going to do the little things on both ends.
Middleton can't get it to go. Hart kicks to Towns. Up top, Hart, defended by Middleton. Hart the pass to Bridges. 6 on the shot clock. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
And that's just too easy. Bridges in there slamming it down.
Middleton the pass to George. And it's blocked. Hart with it. Now guarded by Middleton. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Well, team on his mind first. Hart not hesitating to give that ball up.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Brian Keefe shared a few moments with me. Now, I spoke to him about the plan for Karl-Anthony Towns now. Coach said, we know Cat has size and power, so we're hoping we can match him there. We don't want to make ourselves soft targets for him. We can expect it to be intense and physical down on the block. Guys?
Thank you, David. Count that one. Washington has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. One of the best 3-and-D wings in the league. Let's start with OG Anunoby, who excels from the corner.
And Kevin, about 45% on quarter threes the last couple seasons. So OG can space that floor horizontally. That's in addition to his elite defensive ability.
And it's the Knicks with the ball after the basket by Washington. Here's Hart. To the left wing. Here's Achua. Rebounded by the Wizards. To the paint. Here's Sarr. And Sarr throws it down.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
That's how you drive your point home right there. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Bridges for three. Hands it from downtown. Bridges got 9 points.
And Bridges at the most advantageous spot to get to that corner three. He's comfortable from there.
Middleton the pass to Smart. Down low. Pass to Saw. Towns with the steal. On the wing, Anunoby. Bridges for three. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. Tie game in Washington. And we'll be back shortly. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Wizards?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
And New York, looking at who they've got. OG Anunoby is out there with Bridges. Then it's Josh Hart. And then there's Precious Achiuwa. And it's Towns in at the center position. Now, here's Achiuwa. Chris Middleton unable to get his last shot to go.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Bridges. Anunoby outside. Just 5 to shoot. Driving inside. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Anunoby's got the lead up to 4 now for the Knicks. To the inside. Saw. And Saw throws it down.
Just no chance there for the defense. Major size disadvantage. He's got no business trying to stop that slam. Just get out of the way.
Now, here's Hart. Pass to Bridges. Towns, a screen on Middleton. The kick out to Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
Plenty of power on that slam. Towns was not messing around.
Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Smart on the wing. Defended by Bridges. And Smart throws it down.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? And talking about the Knicks, GA, do you feel they took a step forward last season?
I do. I mean, losing in 7 in the conference semis with all the injuries they had, that really kind of set them back. They ended that game 7 with the Pacers missing 4 of their starting 5. So, no doubt, expectations will be high.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thank you. OG Anunoby has become a great complementary offensive weapon. Coach Tom Thibodeau says he's got a really good feel for it. He's very unique in that sense. He knows how to read defenses and how to attack. Kevin, his acquisition has taken this team to another level at both ends of the court.
DA, it's been phenomenal. No question about that whatsoever. Thank you so much. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. The Wizards have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Hard against Middleton. Pass to Saw. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Anunoby. The Knicks shooting wonderfully up to this point, 67%. Bridges kicks to Achiuwa. Out to Bridges. New York needs to get off a shot. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Wizards basketball.
The Wizards shooting has been brilliant in this game, 67% from the floor. Here's Smart. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Smart's got 9. Greg, you look at the great coaches. What are 1 or 2 of the most important qualities for success that you see?
Well, for me, Kevin, I think you got to be able to adapt tactically. I mean, that's huge, and especially in the playoffs. But most important, can you motivate and unify a locker room? That leadership quality is what really puts a coach over the top. And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Towns finds Hart. Towns sets the pick for Hart. Back to Towns. To the wing right side. Trying to end the drought. New York, no good that time either. Wizards leading by 4. Bridges with the steal. And a fast break now for New York. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Yeah, so far the defense has not learned much from the lessons Mikel is teaching them.
Anunoby comes with the double team. Back to Koulibaly. Here's the floater. It's hauled in by Achua. Bridges outside. Towns for 3. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Washington out in front, up 2. It's time now to go courtside. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but we'll be right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. What a game we're seeing from Mikal Bridges.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half, and I'm wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
They've got Kispert. Jordan Poole is out there with Brogdon. And there's Rashawn Holmes. And it's Champagnie in at the power forward position. That's the 5 on the 4 for the Wizards. And Corey Kispert is going to pick up the foul.
Corey Kispert.
That is his first foul of the game.
Foul. First team foul.
And so here is New York. 4-point game. Bridges with it. Ogden picks him up. Back to Towns. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Towns has got 6 points.
So skilled working inside. Towns knows how to operate down low.
The numbers will back it up, Brent, but when you watch OG Anunoby, it's easy to see why he is an elite defender.
Yeah, Kevin, he's been slept on by a lot of casual fans around the NBA, but trust me, diving deeper into the numbers, OG's defense is elite. He's got that strength, he's got the wingspan, he's got great instincts, and he is daunting for any would-be scorer that wants to put points on the board.
And Washington going with a whole new group here. Smart against Bridges. Smart passes to George. Clock at 6. The Wizards need to get a shot off here. With the shot. Smart misses.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And Anunoby, here we go. That misses, had a chance to tie it there. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. Washington shooting their first foul shot of the night.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
Wizards leading by 3. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. And so the ball's out of bounds. Middleton touched it last. And Washington going with a whole new group here.
On the court.
Now here's Brunson. Pass to Robinson. In the corner, Shamet with it. 5 on the clock. Good D by Brogdon.
No one to blame on that one but himself. When you get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Well, it's no secret this Washington team is in a rebuilding phase. But they've collected some assets.
Yeah, they got some flexibility here, Kevin, and they made the call to start over. Took some other players that other teams didn't want, along with some draft picks, which sometimes you have to do when you're bottoming out. They have a good toolbox to rebuild them.
And that one's good, Champagne.
Brogdon's a pretty gifted passer and trying to do a great job of heading up this offense from the point position.
Here's Brunson. Here's Robinson. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Here's Holmes. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Holmes got the lead up to 7 now for the Wizards. Here's Shamet with the drive. Rebound by the Wizards. Holmes got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. The shot by Brogdon wide open. It's good from long range. And the Wizards lead by 10.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
I mean, this team is just dangerous. Right now, every shot that they're putting up feels like it's going in.
They've worked hard to get this lead. Can't start giving up easy slams all of a sudden.
Yeah, GA, that's right. And that was easy. Gift wrap for him.
Yeah, we see this all too often. The team gets a huge lead, and then their guard gets let down.
And that one's good, Brogdon.
Well, there's some good length for Brogdon, and that helped him maybe get over the top and make that contested shot.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The game is certainly going international. Commissioner Adam Silver says, with basketball's exponential growth, it's now truly a global game. We're fortunate that the very best in the world want to play in a single league. And Kevin, the NBA continues to draw talent from all corners of the globe.
And David, you've been all over the globe, and the talent level undeniable. And here's Brunson outside. They get it back. Robinson, that's good.
Mitchell Robinson, one of those guys who you could be blocking out, but it's just not enough with that length.
I've been looking around, and here's Poole for 3. Here's Holmes. Robinson with the block. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Wizards will retain possession. Now, here's Kispert. Not a lot of room. 5 to shoot. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. Kispert's got his first 2 points of the night. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks, trailing by 10. Here's McBride. Tries again. And that one is stuffed right through.
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. And here is Poole from past the arc. Up again. Goes up again. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Washington holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. Setting the floor for the Knicks. They've got Karl Anthony Towns. Achua is out there with Josh Hart. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Anunoby in at the 2.
People talk about 3 and D with Bridges, but he can pass it too.
On the wing, Anunoby. Guarded by Holmes. Over to the left wing. YUA kicks to Bridges. He takes it in, and the rejection by Holmes.
Possession to New York. Substitution on the court.
Here's Towns. And a miss there off the inbound.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
First team foul.
Free throw good. Sarr.
One big thing you love about Alex Sarr, he's got that 7'4" wingspan, and as he gets older, he'll fill out that frame plus add to his game.
Middleton inside the three-point line. It's hauled in by YUA. Knicks trail by 10. Anunoby in the corner. Bridges deciding where to go with it. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Bridges has a lot of jobs for his team, but if he consistently knocks down three, you can add it to the list.
Hard against Middleton. George passes to Middleton. Back to George. Outside, Smart. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Towns dishes to Bridges. YUA the pass to Bridges. Fires for three. And again, New York with the triple.
A capable shooter from all three levels, and Bridges with the smooth release.
Outside, Smart. Takes it inside, and slam dunk by Smart.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, well, having settled for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
Anunoby, no good. Second shot opportunity. Now, Hart launches from deep. They get it back. Towns kicks to Bridges. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Bridges got 9 points here in the second half.
Another bomb for him right now. His three-point shooting might be the key to cutting that lead.
Well, he's doing everything he can to make them competitive. And by everything, I mean draining threes.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
Towns, the pass to Bridges. Back to Towns. Bridges outside. And they get it back. And Towns gets it to go.
And Towns is solid at getting strong position on the glass. Terrific work.
And Sarr throws it down.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Smart dishes to George. And he banks in the layup. And now a 10-point Washington lead. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Wizards.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
Well, if we add another thing to it, it's about the urgency they've played with. I mean, you look at the eyes of these guys, they're focused, wanting to get up tempo, and that's helped them score on the fast break.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for Washington.
They had to battle for this win. There were times when it looked like it was maybe slipping away a bit, but they never let that happen, which I thought was a real credit to them.
And that's a product of their mental toughness. Anytime the flow of the game turned against them, instead of caving, they just dialed it up a notch and were able to pull away.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Alex Sarr.
Every inch of the floor was his tonight as he came out and injected an energy into every play.
Here's YUA. Pass to Towns. Looking to end the run. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
Doesn't get much easier than that. Hart was licking his chops when he saw his man wide open.
And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. Some good moments throughout this one, but all right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Brent Barry. These teams love sharing the wealth out there.
And you gotta love it, Kevin. As a player, it's always great to see a team functioning as a unit. Fans love to see everyone get involved.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Down on the block, it's Johnson with Claxton. D'Angelo Russell out there with Thomas. And it's Williams at the 3-seat.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Claxton the pass to Russell. There's the 3. Offensive rebound. Ball's knocked loose. A shot by Middleton. Wide open. Good, and Smart gets the assist.
And the first of many to come. Explosive offensive talent on both sides.
And if everything goes to plan, this could be a very fun matchup to watch.
Now, here's Thomas. And the layup is good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Saw the pass to George. Inside. Shot clock at 6. Washington needs to get a shot off here. And the 3-ball is good.
Already expanding his game. Sarr trying to get better at attacking quickly off the pass.
Russell with a wide open look. Off target from 3-point range. Here's Smart. Finished off the break.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
And it's because they're not playing in a rush. They're just letting their shots come naturally within the flow of the offense.
To the middle, here's George. Johnson with the block.
Good anticipation from Johnson, saw the shot coming and got a hand on it.
Smart against Russell. Johnson with a screen on Smart. Deep 2 from Russell. And the Nets miss again. And the Wizards with possession. They're on a 10-2 run here. Since moving back to Brooklyn in 2012, the Nets, Greg, have won just 2 playoff series.
And just think about the all-stars they've had. KG, Pierce, Durant, Kyrie, Harden. I could name more. The Nets just haven't been able to put it together.
And again, no good by Brooklyn. Here's Koulibaly. He's guarded by Thomas. Smart misses. Nets trail by 10.
2 minutes remaining in the first quarter. 2 minutes.
Here's Russell. Finally gets one to fall. He's now 1 for 5 with his first make.
An active competitor, Russell won't go down without a fight, especially around the rim.
A minute 42 left here in the opening quarter. Pass to George. Sarr sets the screen for George. Here's Sarr from deep 3-point territory. And it's Russell with the rebound. Johnson with it. Over in the corner, Claxton. Outside, Russell. 1:11 left in the first. Offside, Thomas. George with the ball. Williams picks him up. For 3, Middleton. That ball's nice speed that time from George. George has got 3 assists tonight. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Wizards.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
And they are also just outworking the opposition in transition. When the break is on, they've continued to find ways to score. I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
Claxton with the bucket.
Those are some hustle points. Really bonus points when you put in a miss.
Wizards leading by 8. Smart deciding where to go with it. dunk by Smart.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, they're in control on both ends of the court, and it's always impressive when you build a double-digit lead in the first quarter.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
The Wizards shooting their first free throws here tonight.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
There's 14 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Russell. Pass to Johnson. Back to Russell. With 1 on the clock, Marcus Smart, he's feeling it tonight and has been a driving force for the Wizards. He notched 8 points in the quarter. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And what stands out to you from Washington in this one?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
In this league, it is so hard scoring in the half court, so you have to run every time you get the opportunity.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. You've got Trent and Watford. DeAnthony Melton out there with Johnson. Then it's Sharp, and it's Wilson in at the 3. Smart passes to Sarr. Smart against Johnson. And slam dunk by Smart.
That is impressive. Marcus Smart just punishing the defense with that finish.
Now here's Melton. He's defended by Koulibaly. Down low. Kicks it out to Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. Beyond the arc. They get it again. Here's Sharp. Second chance shot. And Sarr pulls it down.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Nets trail by 10. And the way the Wizards like to play, Greg, you can expect them to get out and run.
Yeah, they're young and they can fly, right? They've got speed and athleticism to get up and down the floor. They'll push the tempo as much as you allow.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And a whole new lineup here for Brooklyn. Now Williams. Still scoreless. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2. On the wing, George. The Wizards with another miss. Nets trail by 8. There's Russell with the 3. That shot, no good. Good work defensively by Smart. Here's Sarr. Claxton covering. Pass to Koulibaly. Here's Sarr. Misses the baby hook. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for Brooklyn. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Wizards leading by 8. Smart with the ball. He's picked up by Russell. Sarr. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
RJ, one league rule that has gotten a lot of attention. Carrying the basketball.
Oh, these guys carried the ball at a ridiculous rate. Even Allen Iverson used to do it, and then eventually he took it out of his game. But yeah, the referees could clean it up a little bit. I'll be honest.
There's just so much potential for Sarr. He's got that Wemby-like build with a lot of skill.
Got a piece of it. Stolen by Middleton. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. The NBA is looking for greater parity. The Golden State's Draymond Green said, quite frankly, with this new CBA, dynasties are over. We're the last dynasty you'll be able to speak of because of the way this salary cap is set up. Guess we'll see. Kevin?
I hope he's not right, but he may be onto something, David. Thank you. There's Thomas with the three, and Sarr pulls it down. Washington's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Cam Thomas was the 27th pick in the 2021 NBA Draft GA. I think a lot of teams, wouldn't you agree, are regretting passing on him.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to believe that he fell all the way to the end of the first round. Lots of teams would love to have a scorer like him on their roster.
Hits the three-point bomb.
And when Marcus Smart is hitting from deep, it really makes a difference in this offense. It becomes so much more dynamic. The floater is so tough to defend against. Nothing defenders can really do but shake their heads.
And Smart the bucket on the assist by Middleton. Smart's got 16 points.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
It's caused them to pull away from it. Let's see if they can keep the train on the tracks.
Following some ups and downs, Richard, the Brooklyn Nets, and you know this, they're back in rebuild mode.
Yes, unfortunately they are, but fans shouldn't let the word rebuild discourage them. The Nets still have a ton of solid pieces, and it's just a question of making smart moves from here on out.
And the Nets making a change here. Sharp checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Trendon Watford comes in for Johnson. D'Anthony Melton, he's checked in for Thomas. And it's Johnson in for Russell. Middleton on the wing. Shoots the three. The rebound by Sharp. Nets trail by 14. Johnson, the pass to Watford. And slam dunk by Watford.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Pass to Koulibaly. Nobody near George. Drains the three-pointer. George has got his second basket.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
And so that's the end of the first half. Wizards lead by 15. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You know, Marcus Smart has been really making it happen.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
You got Rashawn Holmes. Jordan Poole is out there with Brogdon. Then there's Kispert. And it's Champagnie in at the 4. So that's who Brian Keefe starts the second half with. Kispert kicks to Holmes. From beyond the arc. Rebound, Brooklyn. Sharp's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Wilson. Watford with it. Pass to Sharp. Banked in off the glass.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
To the paint. Here's Holmes. And Holmes throws it down.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Solid work at the line a season ago. 83% on his opportunities.
Wizards leading by 12. Now, here's Poole. Hasn't made one yet. And the basket is good. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Greg, it's not the first skill you think about, but Jordan Poole is unreal at the foul line.
I mean, led the league in 22 at 92.5%, beating out teammate Steph Curry by 0.2%, who's always been amongst the league leaders in attempts.
Pass to Kispert. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Into the lane, and it's denied. Johnson up top, guarded by Poole. Shot is good, and the Wizards' lead is cut down to 9 in the bucket from Johnson.
This is why you always have to chase guys off the arc, because everyone has a three-point shot now.
Brogdon against Melton, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
He can explode to the hoop. Brogdon, he can change speeds in a hurry.
Screen by Watford. Johnson, the pass to Watford.
Justin Sandpenny. First personal foul. Second team foul.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he makes the first. And Sharp drops them both. Wizards leading by 9. It's Brogdon on the wing. No good from outside.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Kispert wide open. He fires. Drains it from beyond the arc. And the Wizards lead by 12.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a three each time.
And out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And that block might serve as a spark for this team. We'll see if it can ignite that.
Right now, I've sent it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, if you want to win, of course, playing both ends of the floor is essential. Former Defensive Player of the Year Draymond Green says, we've seen teams for years make the mistake thinking they can put a great offense out there and win. You run up against a team that's just competent offensively, but they play defense, you're going to lose. Kevin?
Got the 1-2 punch as Draymond talks about. Man, that is something tough to get by. The thanks.
First team foul.
We've got 1:23 left in the third quarter. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Brooklyn Nets. 11-point game. Out of bounds. Washington takes possession. Washington's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Holmes with a screen on Johnson. To the inside. And Holmes throws it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
Ah, they're going for the throat. Brogdon kicks to Kispert. And it's off from three-point range. Nets trail by 13. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. And then Sharp with the dunk.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. 32 seconds left in the third quarter. Great open look there. Holmes got 8 points in the quarter. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. And the rejection by Holmes.
Out of bounds.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Holmes. And a whole new lineup here for Brooklyn. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the third. Outside Williams. 6 to shoot. Over Kispert. The shot by Williams, no good. And here we go. Washington fast break. And Kispert with the basket on the assist by Holmes. Kispert's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Wizards. And so it's the Washington Wizards in command with a 16-point lead. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. So for Brooklyn now, down on the block, it's Johnson with Claxton. Thomas is out there with Russell. And it's Williams at the three. Nice shot by Smart.
Look, Marcus Smart understands how to get himself going. And once he catches fire, oh, this man's going to stay aggressive now.
On the wing, Koulibaly. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Middleton's got his fourth assist with that last one here tonight. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers with the hustle stats for Washington.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
And they've also not only created turnovers tonight, but converted on them. All game long, that strategy has been paying off.
Middleton outside. Here's the three. Nailed from three-point land.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
With the way they're shooting, there's no need to look for any other shot. Just keep letting it rain.
Here's Koulibaly. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Smart against Williams. Pass to Thomas. To stop the run. Good on the three-point shot.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
For three, Middleton. Rebound, Brooklyn. And here is Williams. And it's Russell in the corner. Outside Thomas. Puts up a three. And Sarr pulls it down. Sarr's got his fifth rebound right now in the game. In the corner, Smart with it. And another miss by Washington. Nets trail by 20. Here's Williams, and it's slammed in by Williams.
Oh, how about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff. Hits it from three-point range.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Here's Smart. And the three off target. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. With the step back. Left side, Williams. Rebound, Washington. Koulibaly's got his fifth rebound in this one. Middleton inside the three-point line. It's hauled in by Claxton.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Washington.
We got to see a display of offensive prowess in this one that got it done. High-scoring game.
Bucket after bucket. They were really in attack mode all game long.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Chris Middleton.
You have to focus on the steals he came up with. They were huge factors in the end result.
And stolen by Russell. An even 3-on-3 break. Near the three-point line, it's Thomas. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
Using outstanding floor awareness there. Russell's ability to pick apart the defense and find the open man.
Smart against Russell. There's 39 seconds left in the fourth. And another miss by Washington. Brooklyn with the ball. They're on a 13-3 run right now. Here's Claxton. Rebound by the Wizards. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Here's Sarr. Claxton covering. Sarr's shot is off. Puts up a deep three. And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the